Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And once again, this is the one-day chart. We're sitting here at $2.65. It was another green day for XRP. And XRP still looks very strong right now. I'm hoping we continue upward. But the week ahead is a very big week. I think we could see a lot happen, but expect volatility like always. And look at Bitcoin, back up above 114K, almost at 115K. This could be the moment we've been waiting for, because now we're starting to see the market move up, and we're also expecting a rate cut this week. That could really get this market going. That could continue this upward momentum. 98% chance the Federal Reserve cuts interest rates by 25 BPS this week. A lot of people say this is already priced in. I would also like to see if the Fed does a 50 BPS rate cut. That would be great. That could really get everything going, leading us into November. U.S. Treasury Secretary Bessent says China is ready to make a trade deal, which would remove President Trump's 100% tariff. So it looks like things are working out between China and the United States as well, as far as tariffs and a trade deal. That could be very bullish for crypto also. And this we finally have a date on. So all spot XRP ETF decisions have been postponed. The SEC's review process is frozen due to the ongoing U.S. government shutdown. Franklin's XRP ETF new deadline is November 14th. New deadlines now expected mid to late November once the SEC resumes operations. But I thought that was always the date for Franklin Templeton. I don't think this is a new date at all. And we're not going to get a new date, in my opinion, until the government reopens. Once that happens, I think the charts will correct once again. I think we could see some upward movement just on the news that the government is reopened once again, because that would then put us on the path for clarity, the ETFs, and so on. I just want these ETFs to go live because I think that'll give us a good indicator on where XRP goes in this run. Technical analysis. XRP at $1,000 is highly unlikely. Here are realistic targets. So what they're saying is in this run, expect a $13 to $27 XRP. But that was the prices of XRP just based on a normal cycle. In other words, we were expecting this before the ETF showed up. We were expecting this even without ISO, possibly bringing value to these utility-driven cryptocurrencies. That $27 price point was also talked about before the Ripple versus SEC case even ended. So you pair all this together and add in clarity also getting passed by the end of this year. And I think we're going to go much higher. That's why I keep telling you, I think there's a chance we go to $50 plus. Because $27 was just a normal run. And people were predicting that ever since the bear market of 2022. You know, if you look at it like this, the inflows are going to happen. How much money is going to flow in? How quick is it going to flow in? That will give us a better understanding. But I do believe we're going higher than $27. Can anyone confirm the claim that the U.S. government now holds $7.8 million worth of XRP as a result of seizure? The only source anyone has cited only claims 265K XRP was seized on August 1st, 2025. So they broke it down in this article, and you see it right here. It was $7.8 million worth of XRP. But then they go on to talk about how XRP is being used for illicit activities. XRP's presence in enforcement-linked portfolios reflects its dual role in cryptocurrency ecosystem. It is used for both legitimate purposes and at times for illegal activity. Here's the way I look at it. People are going to use the US dollar, and they have been using the US dollar for years for illegal activity. The fact that there's a small amount of XRP involved in illegal activity, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, if people are going to be doing illegal activity, most likely some crypto will be involved in that. But going forward, I'm sure it's going to be a lot easier to crack down on people using crypto for illegal activity than it is to crack down on people using the US dollar for illegal activity. You know, every day I am sure there is tons of US dollars being used inside of illegal activity, is what I'm saying. I hope I made sense going through all of that. XRP ETFs will change that. You see, there is nobody new entering crypto is hilarious. Just money being recycled around. So they're saying there's no new investors entering this space. Yet every single day on X, I see new people coming into XRP and other cryptocurrencies as well. Of course, people are entering this space. They're trying to break away from the massive inflation that's happening. They're trying to break away from the US dollar losing value every single day. They're starting to wake up and realize that they have to invest in something that's going to give them quick returns. And now is the perfect time to invest. We're on the verge of a major run-up. Why not put your money in now? You know you're not going to be tying up that money for a long period of time, and you're going to make money in the short term. Anybody out there that has even a little bit of debt, if they want to cover that debt, just throw money into this space. It's not really hard to do. Because if you invest in the right cryptocurrencies, it's not even gambling. You take one look at the XRP chart and you're like, okay, I need to invest in this because look how damn bullish the chart looks. You could see the breakout is already loading. But to say no new investors are coming into this space, that's funny. XRP exchange balances down 3.36%. Less XRP on exchanges equals less sell pressure. Whales are moving tokens on platforms. Is a supply shock brewing? Bullish signal or calm before the breakout? We all know that the XRP on the exchanges is disappearing, and it's been happening over a decent period of time now. Now imagine you get all this wave of retail FOMO coming into this space once XRP breaks out. What do you think's going to happen? Before you know it, we have scarcity, we have demand, and the prices start hitting astronomical numbers. It can happen that quick. And then you got to look at the ETFs going live and people locking away XRP. Institutional money flowing into this space. The perfect storm is setting up right now. It's already started. Soon XRP will get the credit it deserves. We must be close to a breakout when you see articles like this. Is XRP the best cryptocurrency to buy with $1,000 right now? And you see, after surging earlier this year, XRP is now down 34% since mid-July. Upcoming spot ETFs have been delayed, but are still expected to be approved by the SEC. New digital asset treasury companies are raising tens of millions of dollars to accumulate XRP. XRP is the greatest return on investment in this cycle, in my opinion. based on all the catalysts that have lined up for XRP in the short term. I think we're going to see, I think some people might be on the sidelines waiting for the government to reopen before they jump into XRP. But for the most part, I think we're still going to see people buying it leading up to the ETFs going live. I think we could see a surge on the price of XRP leading up to when they approve the ETFs. 12 lessons in crypto trading you'll wish you knew sooner. Now, I read this article, and what they say in this article is everything leads back to Bitcoin. So why not just invest in Bitcoin? Here's the best thing that you could do in this space. The best lessons you can learn is patience. Patience is key if you want to make money in crypto. You also never overinvest, because once you overinvest, all of a sudden you lose patience. You overinvest and then you realize you still need money for food and gas and things like that. Always just put in whatever you can afford. More is always better, but never ever overinvest into crypto. Never panic sell is another good one. I see people panic sell on red days all the time. Red days is when you should be doing nothing or buying the dip, not panic selling, because the narrative that's going around is everything's going to zero. Whenever the market's red, that's what people always say. Then all of a sudden, the next day is a green day, and those same people telling you to sell because they sold, they'll tell you they never sold any of their crypto. You don't listen to other people in this space because their negativity is contagious. Just stay patient and you will make money. XRP versus Bitcoin retest six-year breakout trend line. Analysts call for a decoupling. There's a lot of talk of the decoupling right now. They're saying that XRP versus Bitcoin, the chart looks very strong for a decoupling to happen. I've been saying this for so long now. What's really going to decouple XRP from Bitcoin is its utility. Once people start using this cryptocurrency for its actual use case, it's over for Bitcoin. We will never follow Bitcoin again. XRP will run on its own after that. Same thing with XLM, XDC, these other utility-driven cryptocurrencies as well. They're part of the new financial system. Bitcoin is not going to be part of the new financial system. Neither is ETH or Solana. We're going to see a major shift in the crypto space based on utility. But until then, we are still following Bitcoin. But like I said at the beginning of this video, XRP on the 1 day right now looks absolutely incredible. If you look at the 1 week, XRP is still looking good on the 1 week as well. On the 1 month, we're still recovering some, waiting to get back above $3. Could that possibly happen this week? Absolutely. I think if the Fed cuts rates, I think that's going to be very bullish for crypto. And if there's more talk of things going good between the US and China, that could also stabilize the crypto market as well. But we got to see how it all plays out. And until it happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.